Alright, hells yeah, you guys already know what this is. You guys already know what time it is. So don't forget to check out the minigame nostalgia at the end of my videos. Straight after the battle, we're going to have a hell out of fun. So somebody tie out the piñatas. We're going to beat the hell out of them after the battle. Peace. I'm sorry my viewers, rule my absence was gay. Never meant to make my viewers cry. I apologize a billion times. It's been like forever ever since I posted a battle, but here we are. What's happening, YouTube Kilo 2010? Finally back again, bringing the coolest battles of yesterday and today. So we have a battle here with Lebron, and I previously played him. You could check out our first battle within his channel. But I had a pretty crappy team there that I was actually using against Frosty Pixie there, but we were just practicing there, so none of us are gonna post that video that either. So I'm just like practicing, and I'm just like, hey, I made this team in PO, right? And by the way, Smogon has a server within Pokemon Online. So if you guys don't know that, you guys can check that out. And that's what I've been practicing on. Hence why I have something on my team that I'm really not supposed to have. But I was just clueless. I haven't touched this game in like about a week or so. It's like my first real serious competitive battle ever since I came back. Alright, so enough with apologetic theatrics, and let's just get on with the battle. What happened here was Zapdos happened to have the hidden power Grass, and he two-hit KO'd the Swampert. Thank goodness it wasn't packing the Life Orb, otherwise that would have been a one-hit KO. Took a big risk, and it ended up being in my detriment. Now that I don't have Swampert anymore, I could use Swampert later on for Metagross in that case. But that works out pretty well that I have Darkrai. Darkrai is allowed at the moment, and I'm just going to be able to Dark Void the Zapdos, and thank God that he stays in with it. It goes straight out to Metagross, just this close to going and using Focus Blast. I was like, yeah, it's LeBron. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean to say anything like that. It doesn't mean anything just because of who you are. Just you still have the right to predict, you know, to predict like everybody else does. I was just being a jackass, so don't mind me there. But yeah. He didn't switch out. Well, he actually did switch out to Metagross, and Dark Pulse was able to hit kill at that point. Goes out into the Rotom, and that's Rotom cut. So Roserade will be able to wall anything it has to dish out to it, being especially since it's special defensive spikes build. So he's gonna go out into Roserade, predict a provoke a switch actually, which works pretty well. So now he's got Skarmory out, and I'm like, I'm thinking about staying in the spike, going in for spikes, but that's probably what he wants me to do, making me over predict, since he's you know, predicting me pretty good. And it was so close to staying in and doing the spikes. So one more time, just getting up another layer. But hey, if I go out to Roserade, it won't be all that much. It won't hurt all that much. I can wall anything he has to dish out, like I just said, and as well as set up my second layer of toxic spikes. In this case, goes out into Latios, and it scares the hell out of me. And this is the thing I'm not supposed to have, Lugia. So I didn't know, because when I was on PO, right, and when I was on a Smogon server, I mean, I did see it. It said no Lugia or whatever, but like I'm playing these people, and like they had Lugia, and I'm playing in the standard. I think I was playing in Suspect. I think that's probably what happened. I was on the Suspect ladder without knowing, and thinking that I was on the standard. I was on the standard ladder playing. I'm like, what the hell is this crap, Lugia, man? Come on. I was getting tight, so I was like, hey, why don't I just use Lugia myself? And it just turns out that I was just being a noob and not knowing which ladder I was freaking playing with. Anyway, it's just gonna this happens to be just a RestTalking Roar and Whirlwind set, just a Phazer set. That's all it is, just to spread the entry hazards that I have here. That's why I'm carrying the Shadow Tag Shandora. Hence, we are actually playing by Dream Blood abilities, by the way. So that's allowed, and LeBron said he didn't mind it. I wouldn't have posted it. Actually, I addressed him about it after I found out, and he was like, "Yeah, it's fine, just post it." I was like, "Oh, you sure, man?" He's like, "Yeah, man, you can post it." So I was like, "Okay, sorry, I'll just post it." So he brings in the Manaphy, right? And Ice Beam isn't gonna do all that much. It's just defensive, dude. Sorry, man. I mean, I feel bad now, like narrating this thing now, looking back at it. This is beast. It's like completely unfair. Like, what the hell can you do against a Lugia? Oh my goodness, I lose like cool points for that. So his Manaphy is gonna come back in, and figure he's just gonna get off one last Ice Beam, being on his Life Orb. If the Life Orb doesn't take it out for some odd reason, the Toxic Spikes will. I'll just wake up and do a rest. I should have probably just went for a phase, being that how unfair that really was. But I'm not necessarily the type to kind of, you know, if like say if you got a crit or whatever, I'll just do a no nonsense move. I'm sorry, I didn't, you know, I didn't ask for the crit. I didn't tell the game to crit you, you know. But yeah, I'm sure a bunch of people think like that also, and otherwise whatever. So I'm just gonna switch out into Roserade. Being at Roserade Ken Wall, this particular Rotom, like I've been saying this whole entire video, and I do have the hidden power fire, but like my mind was just like plain stupid. I'm just desperately trying to leech seed that cut form, and I'm like not even thinking that, wait a minute, it's part grass, so grass isn't even affected by leech seed. But I'm like completely had a retard moment. I'm like, I'm trying to leech seed the cut moment, and that's what the cut form, and that's why how I ended up having to get the leech seed off on Zapdos. I didn't predict that at all. I was just like, why the hell isn't this thing working? You know? So that wasn't a prediction at all, ladies and gentlemen. So being that I have the Shadow Tag, he's not gonna be able to switch out into his Latias and wall the Overheat. So just be able to finish that thing off since it's sleeping, make things easier on me. I'm just gonna go for he's gonna go for the Rotom Cut. I'm not too sure how defensive that is, and I don't have I'm not at home doing damage calculations, so I don't know if hopefully he would kill it. We'll do a nice chunk of damage, but then this thing does have the Shadow Ball. But then again, Shadow Ball isn't stab on Rotom anymore, so I don't know what I was really afraid of, I guess. I'm there trying to do Leech Seed again. I'm like, work. I'm like, no. Now it dawned on me. It's part grass. What's wrong with me? Now I think this is the part where I grasp onto it. So it's like hidden power fire is like super effective. Oh, ding dong, part grass. So just gonna be able to 2-hit KO, I believe. After he tries to dwindle down my HP with the Shadow Ball. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna actually 3-hit KO that thing. But it doesn't really matter about the Shadow Balls because I'm a rest, you know, specially defensive rest, whatever. So anything Rotom could do, I can do better. I could do anything better than you. Oh, that was fail. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Anyway, Latias comes in actually, and that's his last Pokemon, and it's going to. Well, I thought it was going to take out Roserade. I'm like, wait a minute, ding dong. Now you're acting stupid on your own narration when you know what the hell's going on. It's your own video. You reviewed it and you saw it, and you know Latias wasn't going to one-hit kill the stupid Roserade. So why the hell did you say that? You go for the Psycho Shock, and I was like, whoa, this dude has nothing to lose. In my opinion, he should have went for that first. You know, I don't know why you would have went for the Dragon Pulse there, especially since Psycho Shock deals physical damage. I really just like one-hit kill the Roserade there, especially since it, yeah, like I just said, it deals physical damage. Shadow Ball unfortunately isn't going to be able to take it out, and the only thing that can save me from certain defeat is my Darkrai. Hence, I'm faster, going to be able to get the Dark Pulse off, and that was a great game. This is payback. So. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and continue to enjoy the rest of my videos. I had a hell of a lot of fun playing you, Lebron, and I'll see you guys in the near future. Once again, I'm sorry for the late post. Woo! Oh, that was gay. Forget it. Forget I said that. Please. Bye. Peace. Alright, so the other day I was asking your mom what her favorite food was, and she said blowfish. Well, unfortunately, Pokemon Stadium 1 doesn't necessarily have blowfish, but they do have fish. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys watch the Magikarp Splash minigame. So, enjoy, have fun, and don't take what I just said personally unless you're a fag. Peace. Bye.
Game over.